The deaths of 2 people are under investigation in Lewiston, where Maine State Police said a shooting occurred yesterday morning. According to police, complaints of a shooting were reported on Knox Street just after 10 a.m. One person died at the scene, and that's according to officials, and a second person was transported to Central Maine Medical Center and died at the hospital. Police have not released the identities of the deceased. State police are assisting the Lewiston Police Department to determine the cause of those deaths. And investigators believe this is an isolated incident, and that's according to police.